slice, glue, paint, enjoy.
Hello, Stu here for this week's update on the Tale of Two Painters. I was going to start the video with either a victory lap around the table or around the garden or possibly around the park. I'm not sure, but there's too much shit everywhere and I'm far too lazy, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to jump about a little bit and say I've won. I won the challenge. I beat Craig, only by a couple of days, but I beat him, and that's what counts. I've won. I've painted everything. All the Tyranids are painted, all the buildings are painted, and everything's even based. The basing's an achievement in itself for me, let alone actually painting an army. But yeah, everything's finished. I'm well happy. I finished on, was it Saturday or Sunday? Sunday, yeah, finished everything on Sunday. Painted the 2 Tervagons, and then the entire army is now finished. There's a couple of bits that can be updated, like I'm not particularly happy with how the feathering went on the front of the armour on the Tervagon. It looks a little bit clunky, but it suits everything. It carries on quite well with the turtle look to the bigger things. In theory, I can do some highlighting along the edges on some of the big stuff where it's just the dark brown. But for where I am right now, I am happy with how it looks. And I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it painted and not touch it and make sure it's all shiny. I might even purity seal it all, hope it doesn't go grey. But yeah, everything's finished. I keep thinking we should do one of these challenges again. Craig's starting Age of Sigmar army soon, and I've got my undead partially built and partially. I'm just pulling a tag out my clothes. A undead army undercoated, but not actually started yet. So debating if we both try and do 1,000 points of that next, and then have a minor breakdown, because we're both planning on using airbrushes on it. So it might be a good plan. I've not run this idea by him yet, so him watching the video and editing it might be the first chance for him to actually go, shut up, Stu. But yeah, for now, everything I've got is painted, and I'm well happy. So I'll show you in a minute what everything looks like, but I'll still need to come up with an idea for the name of the High Fleet. I've had a few people, well, I've suggested, and a couple of other people as well have suggested, was it Doom in Latin, which is mellow or melot or something to that effect. I can't remember the name for what it is now. But yeah, it sounded quite good. Someone else has suggested High Fleet Ramsey after Ramsey Bolton, which I actually quite liked. But yeah, I'll see. I will have a think, and if anyone else has come up with any better ideas, let me know, because I'm really struggling. But yeah, I will turn the camera around and let you see what everything looks like. Ta-da! Everything's finished. As I said, I'm well happy. I've actually beat Craig, only by a couple of days, but I beat him, and that's what counts. I won. I don't know why I'm shaking the camera as I say these things. It looks like there's an earthquake. There's not an earthquake. Do not be concerned. I'm just an idiot. Yeah, I've won. I painted everything. Ooh. I don't know why it's focused on the... I can't even remember my words. It's all finished. I'm so happy. But yeah, so I know you've seen what most of these models look like, but I'm just going to quickly go over everything. So with the Hive Tyrant, with the Twin-Link Devourer Flesh Borers, not Twin-Link Devourer Flesh Borers, Twin-Link Devourers with Brain Leech Worms. As I said in the previous video, I absolutely hate painting these wings. They're horrible, horrible, horrible to paint, but they look really good now, I think. One day I'm going to go over them and add a bit of like veining to them and add a bit more definition to the creases. But for now, they will stay as is. This is the unit I painted before the challenge started. I'm still not sure if I should count them with the challenge, but they're painted and they look good, so they're staying there. Zoanthropes, as I said in previous video, I don't quite like how they turned out. I think it's the same with the Venomthropes. I think they need to look a little bit more slimy, a bit more snakish. So I'm going to get hold of some gloss varnish, I think. No, you know, gloss washes, the Agrax and stuff like that. I'm going to get hold of some of that and see if that makes it a little bit better. Adds a bit of shine to them or something and just goes into the recesses better. My Carnifex, just the one for now. I'm going to add the second one. I really like how his armour has turned out, his feathering. It looks cracking. I'm really, really impressed with him. I'm quite happy with myself. As I do in every video, I've managed to forget the name of these. What are they called? Trigon. No, not the burrowing thing. Ah, crap. Right. Well, the Queenie. I can't remember the name. Crap. Really impressed with how these have turned out. I ended up doing the sack, for lack of a better wording, in Rakoff, and then giving it a wash of purple, and then dry brushing over with Rakoff again, and it worked really well. I think it has the effect I wanted to go for. It has the blueness, as I said in previous videos, blue. The blades I'm particularly impressed with. I'm absolutely awful at highlighting black, and I feel like I've done an alright job with these. I ended up mixing Sotek Green in with the black, and it looked quite good. So eventually I'm going to go over everything and add black to the bits, like, where is it? On the Hive Tyrant, you know, the front of the guns here. I'm going to repaint that in the black and stuff, but I'm going to do that at a later date. I'm counting everything as done for now. But yeah, I think these have turned out really well. This is the first unit of 30 Termagants. There is two different colour tones to the skin. There's the lighter skin and the darker skin. The darker one was basically when I got bored of trying to do different washes at different times. Instead of just end up painting everything and then sticking it in a tub and washing everything in one go. I think I said last week I ended up just basically stuffing them into a tub and then just shaking it with a load of Agrax in there and then letting it drain off and redoing. But it worked well. Kind of like the dipping system, but a bit different. Venom Propes, really happy with how they look. I'm a bit annoyed with myself because the brain on that one looks ever so slightly different to the brain on that one, but brains look differently on everybody, I'm sure. Sounded a bit weird, but yeah. Second unit of Termagants. I'm really, really happy with how these have turned out. They're a little bit lighter than I wanted them to be, but they are the correct sort of... Well, someone else on Reddit has described them as grimdark, and I think they're right. It has that sort of scuttling sort of look to them, and I think they do look like cockroachy sort of bugs, and that's how I wanted the army to look. And then the final model is my other Trigon. No, why do I keep saying Trigon? I know it's not Trigon. I'm going to have to pull my phone out in a second and look up the name. Yeah, this one's finished as well. Everything is finished. So I'm really impressed with myself. As I said for about the 15 millionth time, I beat Craig, and that is what counts. But yeah, everything is finished. I'm well impressed with myself. I can't thank people enough for commenting the videos, because I think people actually watching these videos has given me a kick up the arse to get things done. Having that deadline of every Tuesday going, oh, I have to have a few models painted, otherwise I'm going to look like a right muppet, has given me a kick up the arse. And it is a kick up the arse I needed. And I really, really appreciate it, everybody. And the helpful comments that people have made, or the not so helpful comments from people like Ben, but I'll take what I'm given. But yeah, I actually ended up sticking quite a lot of stones to the base of this one, and it's really heavy compared to the other one. The other one you could throw and it not hurt someone, whereas that one it actually might inflict some damage. So we'll see what happens to Craig's models. Actually, yeah, should we do the drop pod test on it against Craig? Let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to leave everything as is for now. I'm not going to paint the rest of the models to make it up to an 1850 list just yet, because I want to see the changes that come with 8th edition. I get the impression that some things are going to go a bit cheaper. Some things aren't going to be quite as good, and I'm genuinely worried about that. I have a feeling they're going to make these the same as like the demon spawning rules, and you've got to put models in reserve to spawn out, and that is basically going to be useless, I think. It doesn't have the random effect of adding what's the best you can do, 15 models a turn without getting a double. You don't have that random effect, and I don't want to be able to say, oh yeah, I'm holding 30 Termagants on reserve for that, because I'd rather have the 30 Termagants on the board getting in the way of stuff, causing trouble, or holding up board support, because I think that's the best bit about Termagants, that they stop people deep striking in as close, they hold up the board, they get in the way. People have to either kill them or try and not get in the way of them, which is quite useful. Whereas I'm not going to spend points to have them sat inside what's basically going to be a very expensive Rhino, I think. But yeah, I'll see what happens. I don't want to lose these models in the army, but if that's what happens, I will end up doing, which will suck a little bit. But yeah. So I imagine things are going to go down in points a fair bit, or change in points. I'm hoping these become a bit cheaper, because I really do like the effect of them. And if they are still 3 shots a turn, strength 4, that means they're going to be, well, unit 30 of these plus 10 of, sorry, 20 of these plus 10 of these is 70 shots a turn. So in theory, that's going to make even Liam Russ kind of go, a little bit. But yeah, right, I shall leave it there, guys, and hope that my Tyranids are still good in 8th edition. I think we'll still putting updates up every so often. It might not be every week, but it might be once a month. We'll film a quick recap of what we've each done, and then hopefully get more stuff painted. But yeah, thanks very much for watching these past few weeks, guys. It's been really good. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. See you in a bit.